I'm Adam Horn, and my topic was the possibility of lowering textbook prices and possible free textbooks for college students. One problem with college level education these days is that we have to pay for our own textbooks. In high school, it was simple. The books we needed were provided, and that was that. And we didn't have to spend ridiculous amounts of money on one book. Today, I'm hoping that I will be able to convince you why textbook prices should be lowered and the possibility of free textbooks for students. Let's start off with some stats about textbook prices and sales in the last few years. These days, students are paying around $30 to $250 per book. This adds up when they are buying around 5 books per semester. According to the College Board, students are paying around $1,200 yearly on books. This means that over your 4 years at college, you'll spend over $4,000 on books that you don't even own. You have to return them. And if you want to keep them, you have to spend more. Overall, the prices of books in the last decade has increased about 82%, but as you can see from this chart down here, since 1978 they have increased 812%, while the normal consumer price index has only increased 250%. Along with this, publishers make around 71 cents on the dollar, which means if one student buys a $100 textbook, that's $71 straight to the publisher's pocket. This brings me to my second point, is the fact that college textbook market is basically a monopoly. Ethan Senek, a higher education associate at USPIRG, states that students are paying too much for textbooks, plain and simple. The textbook market is broken and students are paying the price. The problem comes from the lack of competition in the textbook market. Professors, not students, are responsible for selecting course textbooks. This basically means that even though we pick our courses, our teachers pick the books, and we have to buy them. We have no choice, which allows publishers to drive up the prices without consequences. Along with this, sometimes the courses don't even use the full text. For example, last semester and this semester in my math classes, we have only covered about half the book. And this is annoying when we're paying over $200 for that book. In a survey of more than 2,000 college students in 33 states and 156 different campuses, the U.S. Public Interest Research Group found that 65% of students said they decided against buying books required for class due to the high cost. That's over half the students in this survey that are getting negatively impacted grades because publishers have driven the cost of textbooks out of proportion. What can we do to bring this percentage down and save a little money on textbooks? First off, we can buy or we can find open textbooks. Open textbooks are high quality college texts with an open copyright license. This means that the material in the book can be freely accessed, shared, and adapted. Open textbooks are typically distributed online at no cost. Using open textbooks in place of traditional textbooks saves students about 80% yearly on average. Along with open textbooks, we can also buy online textbooks at the fraction of the cost, and we can go to Amazon or eBay and buy used textbooks for lower prices also, but sometimes they're not always in the best conditions. Benefits of lower cost textbooks. This ensures that all students will have the course material and that students will save some more money in order to pay for college. And then real quick, I want to show you a video about Rice University in Houston, Texas, and their open textbook initiative.
Access is the future of higher education, and OpenStax College is leading the way with free open source textbooks. OpenStax College is really an offshoot of Connections. Connections being the largest repository of open education resources in the world. And a few years ago, our funders, the Gates Foundation, the Hewlett Foundation, Maxfield Foundation, and the 20 Million Minds Foundation, came to us and said, boy, we need to improve access to quality materials at colleges throughout the country. The plan is to create free, publisher-quality textbooks for the 20 highest impact college courses. And we think that just with the first 5 books we're releasing now, including physics and sociology, we can save students tens of millions of dollars.
At OpenStax College, the materials will be really easy to find. They'll be supported by high-quality ancillaries and online learning tools. Obviously, they'll be free to download. But most importantly, they'll be high quality. These are professionally developed, they are peer-reviewed, and in terms of the technology that we'll be partnering with, extensively used by students. So faculty can be comfortable in knowing that students will have a great experience, and yes, the price will be free for students for EPUB versions. The print versions will be low cost and of high quality too.
Everybody in my generation has kind of grown up where we can look everything up on the internet, and we're used to having that right there with us. So whenever I go anywhere, I always have my laptop with me, or some kind of device like an iPad or whatever it may be. So I always have that with me. So it just kind of would make sense that instead of carrying around a bunch of other stuff, I could just have my computer with me, and then I'd have all of my information just right there.
Well, I'm really excited about OpenStax College because 12 years after we started at Rice looking at how to use technology to make a better textbook, free open source textbooks are ready to go mainstream.
So hopefully my speech today has brought your attention to the problems with the college textbook market and how it affects student lives. At Rice University, they only have 5 open textbooks at the moment, but they are saving millions of dollars for students. I also hope that next semester you will take into consideration the possibility of finding an open textbook or using online textbooks to save yourself a little bit.